Hi everyone. Today I'm going to make a short video of my Stephanotis floribunda, or what is commonly known as Madagascar jasmine. So just as you can see, I have this cluster of flowers that's starting to wilt. But what's interesting is, as you can see, I have flower buds starting to grow, which I'm very excited about. So I decided that I'm going to make this video to share some of my experiences growing and trying to rebloom this plant. So anybody who right now also has this plant or are planning to have this plant and wanting to know some of the advice and tips on how to rebloom them, hopefully they can find this video useful. So yeah, let's get started. Just for a little context, I bought this plant about 2 years and 3 months ago from a grocery store. When I bought it, it was full of flower buds, and then it blossomed. It's very fragrant. It's if you have like a small or decent size of living room, the fragrance can actually fill up your entire room. So it's really nice, especially at night. I find that it's more fragrant at night as well compared to during the day. And so yeah, after about a month or so, it finished flowering, and I've been trying to maintain the growth, and also trying to rebloom the plant. So what I did was I scoured the internet. I googled some tips and advice of how to rebloom this plant. I couldn't find a lot of articles on this one, but yeah, I followed all these advice. So starting from the watering, I water this plant every day. I mist the leaves every morning, and I also have like pebbles and tray at the bottom of the pot, just to keep the humidity level in a good condition. And I have a southern light exposure, so as you can see, I live in Canada, and so yeah, I put this plant on the windowsill, so it has like a lot of bright light, and after I followed all these things, nothing was really happening except for the leaves part. The leaves started to grow more and more, and it's getting bigger. And as you probably already know, this plant is a climbing up kind of plant. So if you don't have a trellis, like myself, and I don't intend to buy a trellis because it's gonna take up more space on my windowsill. I just twisted the new vines and attached it to the circle, the existing circle. And as you can see, like it's becoming more and more like a jungle, and I don't know how long can I maintain the strategy, because as you can see, like the inner circle is getting very crowded. But anyway, yeah, I've been following all these tips and advice, and it's only the leaves that were growing. And then at some point, halfway through between since I bought it and now, I think there was like a little cluster of buds forming, if I have to guess. But then it didn't grow further, and then it got stunted, and then it's gone. So I'm not sure what happened there. But what I wanted to share more is what I've been doing the last several months. So I kind of switched my strategy. I not by purpose, to be honest, actually. But for example, I just grew tired with my tray and pebbles, so I took it out. I don't have that, and then I started not to water this plant every day. So I water it now once every few days. And with the fertilizer, I used to fertilize it once a week, but now I fertilize it maybe once every couple of weeks, and maybe once a month. And then the last thing that I did was, my one of my friends, he suggested us, maybe you should, take your plant a little bit inside the house, so maybe it's not liking too much light. And then so yeah, you know, I followed that advice. I thought, why not? It won't hurt. So I moved this plant into the house, into my living room, which is still quite bright, because it still has that sudden exposure windows, but it's not as bright, or it's not having as much as direct, kind of light from my windowsill. And yeah, so these flower buds are starting to grow. So I already told you about the two clusters of flower buds that I've had recently. That one probably started maybe already before. I kind of like moved this into my living room, but the rest of them, I think they're starting to grow after I, started doing the moving in, and also all these other changes as well. So if I have to guess, moderation is probably the key for this plant. You want to give them, all the things it requires: the light, the water, the fertilizer, but not too much, perhaps, and also switching the game a little bit. When you feel like it's doing well, but it's not doing anything new, it's not, growing buds. You probably want to, switch the game, and hopefully, just like what I did, and hopefully that will kind of like wake up the plant into a reblooming state, just like mine did. So yeah, I think that's what I wanted to share. And one more thing, this plant is also not perfect. I've actually I've had scales, and I'm actually with on this plant, and I'm actually still trying to eradicate the scales. But I think at least for now, I've been able to maintain, and you know to eradicate the scales into a more manageable and controllable state so far. So yeah, so that's all that I wanted to share. If you have any questions or comments, please hit the comment section below. And yeah, I hope you guys can also grow and make your Madagascar jasmine plant thriving, especially indoor, just like mine. Or if you want to share your knowledge and tips as well, for everybody else, that will be greatly appreciated. Okay, thank you guys. Bye.